episode of Kill Tony Volume 2. Give it up for Tony Hinchcliffe!
Yeah! Hi, everybody. Welcome. How exciting. It's a good live crowd. You guys are still clapping. That's exciting. I like a real live audience. Thanks for being here, everybody. Happy Monday to you. Hello. Good to be here, guys. This is another very exciting episode of Kill Tony. Good to be here with my great friend, the one and only Brian Redband, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Podfather, founder of the Death Squad, good friend. We had a crazy week this week. We had a lot of fun in town, back in LA. Didn't go on the road, stayed here, and we had a fun Ice House Chronicles, a great Joe Rogan episode last week.
Oh, yeah. By the way, I keep on getting feedback from your appearance on the Joe Rogan podcast. That was one of the best episodes ever. You haven't listened to it, check it out. Tony was on fire, and he really got into your love for wrestling.
Pro wrestling.
Yeah.
So it turned into me trying to convince Joe Rogan that he would love professional wrestling. The UFC kind of keeps going, no, I don't like it because it's not real. And I go, but we know it's not real. You're going to love it. It's better than real. It's pre-written, these storylines. And he's like, but it's not real. It's great. We go on for a half hour, and I'm throwing thunder, and he's throwing thunder back and forth. So it's really fucking fun. I'm actually in a fight right now. How many pro wrestling fans are in the audience tonight that might know a little bit? Check this out. I am currently in what is semi-Twitter war with Goldust, ladies and gentlemen. I said, there was a part during the podcast where it's me and Joe talking, and Joe goes, Tony, if you wrote, Jesus, that's Josh Martin on the,
for people watching at home, there was not an earthquake. That was
right.
Josh stumbling over his words and feet.
Yes. As if he couldn't possibly be more of a debacle. For you video watchers, that was all Josh. Handing me a ginger ale. Last time I had him give me a drink, he spilled a shot of tequila directly on my lap. He didn't even sit it down on the table. He just sort of tossed it at me. Oh, yeah, so the gold dust thing, there's a part where Rogan goes, because I talked about writing, and he goes, if you wrote for the WWE, you'd probably make a wrestler who's outgoingly gay and that blows dust in people's faces to mess with them. And I go, Joe, you're never going to believe this. But there already is a very famous professional wrestler who's notorious for doing that and being that. And then later on in the episode, we say, oh, you know, he's straight and whatever. And I say that he uses that divisively to psych out his opponents. You know, he'll blow a tough guy a kiss, and the other guy obviously will play it like, oh, come on, man. And then he'll, you know, shoot low on him or whatever. But so anyway, Goldust tweeted at me, know your facts, Tony Hinchcliffe. And
cat fight.
By the way, I'm a huge Ohio State Buckeye fan. I'm hanging out at this was opening big game weekend for college football, a game which we lost, by the way, which was tough. But anyway, I didn't even care about this game anymore. I get this tweet from Goldust in the fourth quarter of a game that I was invested in, and all of a sudden the game means nothing anymore. I'm thinking of what the 12-year-old Tony Hinchcliffe would say to the 30-year-old Tony Hinchcliffe if he could see that Goldust just tweeted at him. So I'm just happy to live in a world where, you know, and I tweeted back, you know, what's the problem, Goldust? And he was mad. So, you know, it's tough because I'm a fan of Goldust. So Goldust, if you're listening to this episode of Kill Tony, I love you, buddy, and I meant no harm. Your character at many points has been very gay. I've seen you kiss other men. I've seen you do crazy, crazy things. And let's not really try to defend the fact that you're not gay, Goldust, because that's just a weird approach. And I'm not saying that the actual person that plays Goldust is gay. I never said that, Dustin Rhodes. All right? Yeah, I know your real name, Dustin. I know your dad's name, Dusty Rhodes. So let's not get started here. Guys, this episode, we have our sponsor, as always. She is here. It's the great Chef Elise Lane, everybody. She made delicious meals for our guests and Brian and I tonight.
And it's her birthday.
And it's her birthday, everybody. She is the only sponsor we have on this show because we believe in good laughs and good food, and that's it. Now, normally, she makes these gourmet meals, and I try to say what it is that she cooked. tonight I'm going to do something a little special and have our fun little accident-prone, speech impediment producer try to enunciate these things. Put your hands together for Josh Martin.
Could not have a David Wood.
Josh, stand right behind that mic right there and give it a shot. Just get right into it. Tonight she made a delicious
masala campanada with Moroccan chicken and tempeh. I don't even know what tempeh. Yeah, that was it. And we also have cheesecake and Nutella cheesecake, which I will definitely eat.
Fuck yeah! Why don't you give out?
Oh yeah,
give out
and make sure to follow her on Twitter at Elise Lane and Facebook, Instagram at the girl with the pan.
Facebook? What's Facebook?
I'm pretty sure she just lost 11 Twitter followers after that plug. Josh Martin, everybody. He's on Twitter at Josh Martin Comic, always hustling around for us. Guys, we did something a little bit fun last week that I really found intriguing because he's one of my favorite comedic artists, and he's working on something really special right now. Last week he did a song that he debuted, actually right here. It was such a debut that he didn't even have an ending to it. Tonight he's performing. You can get his new album off of iTunes. It's called The Shingles, 2009 to 2014. Tonight he's performing a song off that album. This is SNL and Mad TV alumni Jeff Richards doing Muscle Bitch. This is Muscle Bitch on Kill Tony.
I got your finger. I got your finger. I got your finger.
It's not my finger.
Tricky donkey. Honky tonky. From San Francisco to Milwaukee.
I feel weird. I feel funky.
You're fine.
That's the internet connection.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll try it.
Hey, I got...
Do you have it on an iPod?
Not on me, though.
Fuck.
We'll try it again.
If I start over, we'll start again.
This time I'll really get into it.
We really need the internet here at the Comedy
Yeah.
Store. It's really something else.
All right, we'll try this again. Sorry about that. We could post that.
I got your finger. I got your finger. I got your finger.
That's not my finger.
Tricky monkey. Honky tonky. From San Francisco to Milwaukee.
I feel weird. I feel funky.
You're fine. My little donkey.
I feel dizzy. I feel sick.
You're fine. My little donkey.
I'm a muscle bitch. I'm a muscle bitch. I'm muscle. With tits. I'm a muscle bitch. I'm a muscle bitch. I'm muscle. With tits.
Dance for mommy. Flex your tummy. Mommy loves you. Do you love mommy?
I'm a muscle bitch. I'm a muscle bitch. I'm muscle. With tits.
Prepare for conditioning sequence. Shoulders width apart. Back slightly arched. Stomach in, chest out. Time to hit your mark. Are you ready? Get ready. Better get ready. Get ready. 1 and 2 and 2 and 6, 8, 5 and 11 and 1 and 8 and 9 and 2, 5 and 7 and 1, 2 and 11 and 1, 2 and 5 and 6, 2 and 1 and 3, 2 and 11 and 11 and 11. Don't forget to stick the smile.
I'm a muscle bitch. I'm a muscle bitch, bitch. I'm a muscle bitch. Did you answer? Did you answer the phone? Answer the phone. I'm a muscle bitch. Airplane, airplane.
Get down, get down, get down.
I'm a muscle bitch with tits.
Yes! Wow, Jeff Richards. Blowing the house at us tonight,
Fuck
everybody.
yeah.
Holy shit. It's actually a lot funnier the second time around.
Yeah, that's that.
Fucking love it.
And he had a whole song this week too.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's great.
Find his album now everywhere. The Shingles, 2009, 2014. That was the great Jeff Richards, everybody. Now the part of the show where we weekly bring on our always new and different head of security. This is this guy's first time being the Patriot, so we love that. You know, a lot of different comics have their own approach of what it takes to be the head of security for a live podcast in which nothing ever happens to where you need to secure anything. And I'm excited to see how he does tonight. He's a Comedy Store favorite, one of our favorite young rising comedians here at the store, and a good friend of mine. Put your hands together for Iron Patriot Luke Hurl, everybody. Muscle Patriot. Whoa. First Patriot to fall down the stairs. Fuck yeah.
I didn't see that step, Tony. I'm sorry.
We're starting off with a bang. I love it. Oh, shit.
Good to be here, Tony.
Well, you know, you just fell on a human being. At least you know, when you fall, at least there's nothing on that suit that's really hard on your palms of your hands that could really hurt somebody.
Except my muscle, Tony.
I was referring to the lights that you have attached to the... There you go, yeah.
Well, one's working.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. Fuck
Man,
yeah.
I might need that.
Also brought to you by AA Batteries.
Right.
Duracell. Luke, how's it going, man? You're one of our first Patriots to ride a bicycle to kill Tony.
Am I really?
Yeah, the other Patriot can't even sit down or move. The original Patriot.
I actually rode here in the Patriot suit.
What's that?
I rode here in the Patriot suit.
Oh, great.
Yeah, what I love is that I've never noticed this before, but you sort of have a big chin, and it sticks out from the bottom of the mask. I'm also not used to seeing that with Patriots either. It's pretty funny. It's like if Jay Leno was the Patriot, which he's actually been asking me to do lately, but
we gotta think about that.
that's where his career is at right now. Luke, I love your style. You're one of our larger Patriots. You're not wearing the shoulder pads because I'm guessing that it couldn't all fit in there.
No, it couldn't, Tony.
You fill out that 12-year-old outfit pretty well.
Thank you. The face is honestly the smallest part. My head's too big for this, but otherwise I feel good.
Fuck yeah, that's what she said, Luke. That's what she said. Maybe you're feeling comfortable though. You're ready to do
I
this.
feel fantastic.
You excited about tonight's show?
Oh, I'm so excited.
You know the guests, your fans, you're excited,
I'm
right?
a huge fan of both these guys.
Let's get into it, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, I have an awesome show lined up for us tonight. As always, two extremely funny pals of mine. This is a very exciting one. This is what we would call the stocked IMDb version of Kill Tony. These two guys, you might as well read a novel if you're going to read their IMDbs, because they've been working a while and extensively, and I'm excited to have their expertise here. Put your hands together for Rick Overton and Pauly Shore, ladies and gentlemen. Here they are. Comedy royalty, everybody. Pauly Shore, Rick Overton. Amazing.
I just
Welcome, Rick.
Thank you very much.
Good to have you.
I
Connor.
just want to say that you guys, the internet is actually going to be fixed here at the store.
It is?
Heard, yeah.
Yeah, so we got some new. I saw the Mexicans here this afternoon.
Oh, good. Well, if
They had the big
What's the
cable.
password? What's the
Yeah,
password?
so I had the Mexicans here this afternoon. So they were, you know.
Great.
Well, at least we're getting some internet then. I don't know if Mexican internet's the internet that we need to live stream the
But
show.
give it up, that song was awesome. Give it
Yeah,
up to the
Muscle
song,
Bitch,
Muscle
everybody.
Song. Muscle Bitch.
Fun to have you guys here. Pauly, we've been trying to get you on for a while. You made an appearance many episodes ago.
Yes.
Just for a moment, you were watching the show.
Yes.
Rick, it's a pleasure to have you on. You're in so many of my favorite comedy movies. You guys know each other well because you just did a podcast together because you're launching your own podcast.
Yes,
Pauly?
yes.
That's right.
Thank
It's a great
you.
podcast.
Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Rick is. You guys all remember Robin Williams, the late great Robin Williams, correct?
Absolutely.
Yes. Rick and Robin Williams, for those of you, there's a lot of younger people here that might not remember, but Rick and Robin Williams worked a lot together
we did.
on a lot of different shows, and he was also in Miss Doubtfire with Robin as well.
That's right. We did
And
improv a lot together
lot of-
on
yeah,
stage. Two-man playing around.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the first episode of my podcast is a tribute to Robin Williams, and it comes out on Wednesday. And I interview Rick Overton and Ed Begley Jr. comments.
Right.
Do you guys know Ed Begley Jr.?
Sure do.
A couple people, yeah.
Pauly, why don't you describe because what's really interesting, you have a new format for a podcast, because we talked about how you didn't want it to be just like a normal podcast that everyone has the same kind of ideas, but you actually have a really unique formula for it.
Yeah, the formula, I wanted to do something different, so I kept thinking and talking to people and trying to figure it out. So basically, I'll interview someone, and then I'll have someone else comment on the interview. And that's pretty much the format.
So you're doing two podcasts kind of about the same podcast with each other.
So like some of the episodes, I've been doing it for about a year almost. Mm-hmm. So I banked about over 25. I got, one of them was I interview Kitty Bruce, the daughter of Lenny Bruce.
Kitty's a sweet.
Wow. And then I have Mark Maron comment on that, which was kind of cool because Mark, as you guys know, he's been around for a long time, but he really knows a lot about Lenny Bruce, and there's a lot of people here that might not even know who Lenny Bruce is.
Right.
Because it's been so long. Lenny Bruce was before Richard Pryor, and he was in the 50s, and he was the first guy. Tell him about Lenny Bruce.
Lenny Bruce broke down a lot of the language barriers in live venues, because you get in huge trouble for using four-letter words in clubs back then, and he'd do the jail time for it.
Yeah.
He'd take the hit for it so that the rest of us can use the language.
Yeah.
Freedom of speech advocate.
Yeah. So
it's like a beat poet.
Yeah.
Comedy.
So all those people, everybody was inspired by Richard Pryor, but a lot of people probably don't know that Richard Pryor was inspired by Lenny Bruce.
Exactly.
Yeah, who was inspired by Lord Buckley and so on. Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah.
I'm so excited to have you guys here. You know what we do. We go through new comedians. Patriot is a huge fan, as always, of my guests, and he always has a question for each guest. Patriot, if you want to go ahead in any order.
All right, I'll start with Rick first. Rick, as Tony said, your IMDb is insane. You were in not one but two episodes of Seinfeld as the Drake.
Yeah.
And you were in one of my favorite films of all time, the Harold Ramis written and directed Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
I have two questions. What project do you get recognized the most from, and who from your class ended up making it, and you look back and you thought, he didn't? That shocked me.
Great questions, Patriot.
That'd be me. I'm surprised. But what was the first question?
Which of your roles are you recognized from the most?
Oh, why do I get the most recognition from? I don't look like any of those guys. I don't age in Hollywood years. I age in actual chronological time. My brother has a great line. He says, they put me in a cryogenic sleep chamber for 20 years, but they forgot to turn it on. So open it up as this old dude sitting there. So I guess most recently I'm getting recognized from things I did. I just did an episode of Murder in the First, and I was just on True Blood.
Yeah.
Wow.
So those two things might have gotten a little bit of more attention, because that's me with the beard, and there's a little bit from The Informant with Matt Damon. That's about it.
Let me re-ask Luke's second question in a different way. Was there anybody who started out not that funny to you and to others, and then kept getting better and learning and growing more? Maybe it was...
that Woody Allen kid.
Wow.
For a bunch of rough sets up front, I gotta say.
I heard that about him. I heard that his comedy was very, very, he really didn't give a crap.
No, but the French people went apeshit for him. They loved it.
Yeah.
Pretty much everyone came up. I can't think of anyone that made it. The ones that we didn't think made it, they didn't make it.
Wow. That's fucking awesome.
Those sort of followed logic,
Yeah. That's so cool.
But when we started out, there weren't as many comics, were there? We started out in a time when you could sort of name them. And now it's gone to the place where it's hard to name them all. There's so many.
Wow. Patriot, what's your question for Pauly Shore?
Pauly, I have to ask you, you've been in the Army now, jury duty, son-in-law. What is the craziest thing a fan has done, male or female, to show their appreciation?
Great questions this week, Patriot.
She's a waitress here at the Comedy Store. And, no, I'm just kidding. So what's the question again? Sorry.
What's the craziest thing a male or female fan has done to show their love for you?
Shit. I don't know.
Anybody ever do anything weird? Like you ever been pulling out of a city on the airplane and you see somebody running down the tarmac behind you, like fucking? Anybody ever
crazy
show up
shit.
anywhere, something to scare you? Anybody ever freak you out?
Well, I don't remember.
Huh.
I don't remember. Sorry.
I tell you, one of my greatest memories is I actually met Pauly almost 21 years ago. I met you in 1992, 91 maybe, and Daytona Beach. I met you at spring. You were doing the MTV Spring Break thing
Right.
there, and I was there for my spring break, and I met you at a bar.
See, I don't remember that. That's the thing. I mean, I remember there's like crazy stories, but I don't remember like anything like specific weird. Everything was fucking weird. I mean, it was all just fucking weird.
Right.
Yeah, so it wasn't one thing. I remember there's a lot of girls
Yeah.
back then. So
Like what's
well, I see the Leah now. It's hysterical.
Right.
Hysterical.
Yeah.
Because he's like in his 30s, like looking for a vagina. Like he's like, but I was like 21.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like different then. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? What are you crying for? What happened? No, but you know what I'm saying? No, but I'm just saying when I made it, I was off of MTV, and MTV was, as we all know, very appealed to a very younger audience. So my audience was very young, and that was like just the fun time back then in the 90s.
Right.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
So I mean, this room right here, it's like every time I come in this room, I think of. I remember in this is the belly room. I remember in I think it was in June 1990. I had my MTV party when I had my show on MTV, and in this room was like Billy Idol and like Rat and like. Fucking, you know, Kennison was here and CeCe DeVille and like it was like Guns N' Roses and Slash and Sean
They were all
Penn.
in the belly room?
Well, the whole place. We shut the whole place down.
Wow.
Yeah, and I remember doing
Van Halen come in.
Yeah, I mean, I remember doing an album in this room, and in the audience was Gary Coleman and Ron Jeremy.
Wow.
In this room.
Holy
yeah,
moly.
so this is a fucking cool room. This is the room actually that Whoopi Goldberg got discovered in the color purple.
Yeah.
A lot of people remember the color purple with Whoopi Goldberg. Steven Spielberg was sitting right up there, and Whoopi was doing her show here, and this is the room that my mom's office is right over there, right through that wall. So yeah, this was a very special room. So and now they got Kill Tony here. What's up?
That's right.
Bro? That's
And
cool.
we keep it moving along.
Right.
Over 20-some comedians signed up for the chance to do a minute on this show. They do a minute of stand-up, and then we talk to them, maybe about their set, maybe about anything at all. Maybe give them advice, maybe not. Maybe try to figure out something they should talk about. Comedians, you know how it works. You get a minute. You know your minute's up when you hear that sound of a kitty. There it is. That means wrap it up then. Don't keep going, or else you're going to bring out the angry West Hollywood bear. There he is. There he is with a little horse thrown in at the end.
Damn.
The horse survived the bear on that
And
one.
the horse you rode in on.
Yes. So let's get it started, shall we? This is Kill Tony. Your first comedian tonight goes by the name of Alex Duong.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is. Fuck yeah, taking his time. Alex Duong, everybody, the long entrance.
I got my first request for a dick pic. It was pretty awesome, rite of passage. And she was really nice about it, but she was like, hey, can you send me a dick pic? And I'm like, no, because I'm a gentleman. I'm going to need to see some tits first. Let's go ahead. So I got the tits on my phone, and I'm a filmmaker, guys, so I started storyboarding my dick pic. And I'm like, all right, we got the frame here, you know, Mushroom's going to enter on first frame. We're going to ball sack, dolly in, gooch shot. All right. And then I started thinking about, like, what filmmakers inspired me. I'm like, am I going to go, like, do I want to go Scorsese with this? Like, you know, quick pan, boom. I was like, whoa, my dick looks like Joe Pesci. I can't have that. And then I was like, no, you know, I want to go like Academy Award winner last year. 12 Years a Slave. Just like, woo, static, long shots, beautiful ambiance. And I was like, wait, I'm black. I don't have that much footage. Let me go ahead and redo that. Filmmaking joke. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go Michael Bay with it. Let's go 360 view, fucking dick coming in the frame, Megan Fox, Will Smith flanking me, my dick's holding a Desert Eagle. Like, what, bitch?
Fuck yeah. Alex Duong. The minute on the dick pic. Now, she asked you for a dick pic?
Yeah.
Wow. She goes, will you send me a picture of your dick?
Yeah, it was like 2 a.m. and, you know, I got one of those you up texts. And I was like,
Wow.
yeah, I'm up.
So that's what you guys do. You exchange pictures and...
Yeah.
So did you send it?
Yeah.
And did she send her pic?
Yeah.
Did you guys masturbate?
Yeah.
How was it?
Fantastic.
It was cool. All right.
Yeah.
In my day, it had to be a dick drawing. I'd lay it out on some construction paper and get a crayon, and I'd draw it out.
Like a
Then
turkey
I'd
hand.
fold it into a paper airplane, and I'd throw it from my roof to Becky, who lived across the street. Hey, no, don't you kids open that. That's for the lady in the house.
Holy shit. Rick Overton, baby. Welcome to Kill Tony. Fuck. Guys throwing...
Or like on a piece of stone.
You know, I thought you just kind of drove past the exit of a joke you could have done for Michael Bay is, you know, have my picture of my dick and then it turns into a truck.
Oh, okay.
There you go. That's a
Nice.
bigger laugh than what
Very
you
nice.
got. Stick with it.
Rick Overton, of course.
Of course. Rick Overton, remember when you were doing comedy with braces on? Remember back when you had braces?
I remember when I had hair. Yeah, fucking hair right there. Yeah, I remember that.
So you guys masturbated. Why didn't you want to go hang out with the chick? Why didn't you want to do this in person?
She lives on the west side.
What about Skype? I mean, it's really hard to masturbate on a single frame.
Right.
I feel like it forces you to use your imagination more. And then when I get to her, and I'm just like, oh, the things I've been thinking about doing to you.
All right, so you know this person, right?
Yeah.
All right, you're not just randomly throwing those things out there.
Oh, no, I'm a gentleman.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
It's not just using a number search, like a
Yeah,
phone
no,
call
don't
for
like-
voting for someone and just, hi, here, and is this your cell? Good, send.
Yeah, it's not like a Snapchat.
Please vote for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely am very selective.
So it's the dick pic bit is something you've never actually done. You're doing a bit about it, but you've never actually done that.
Oh, no, it was a real thing.
You really sent out a picture of your dick?
I really thought about it. Everything that I said was just truth. I really thought about it. I had to make sure it looked good.
Is it your 8x10? Is it sort of like, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you include your photo in it?
Yeah.
I mean, your face in it?
No, that'd be
okay.
evidence. No,
It's on your phone number. It's evidence.
Yeah, I know. The NSA is looking
It's
at
all
my
right.
dick pic.
Think it out.
Yeah. Damn it. They got me.
So did you end up hooking up with this chick in real life ever?
Yeah. We were. She's like.
Was
she's
this
from-
before the picture thing?
Was the book better?
It was after. Oh, man.
The picture
Was-
book?
It had more layers.
Did you had you already hooked up with her before the dick pic, or that
Yeah.
was the dick pic? Oh, so you already hooked up with her?
Yeah, she was like she was from London, and I'm like her American booty call or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's fitting. The most Asian guy in the room is her American booty call.
That's
Fuck yeah.
That's one of those women where you doing a British accent doesn't do shit for her.
Absolutely
right,
not.
Yeah.
No. She's like,
Yeah,
it's
not
rubbish.
exotic to
Your-
her.
Your accent's complete rubbish.
Oh, that's nice. Wow, good. It sounds like you did all right.
Yeah. Well, it works on American girls, and I've had a couple whiskeys, yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do it. Yeah,
first
stick with what you got. So she had seen your dick previous to the photo.
Yes, all around.
That's always good because you can do touch up and airbrush and get all the spots
Yeah,
out
no,
on the
no
picture. And you never
Photoshop,
really
yeah.
have a good look at the real thing, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Gotta get a.
Yeah.
If you become a celebrity, then your dick pic's gonna be out there. You know that, right?
I could deny it.
Really?
No, it has a mole. Damn it.
Yeah, you always Google search
Yeah.
somebody else's dick and send it. You're not. That's what I do. I just find a
Google
familiar-
image. Just go to Google image.
That's
Have
what
you
I tell the
guys?
fellas.
Has anyone seen the pictures of Jennifer Lawrence and all of them?
Yeah.
Really?
I haven't seen
Aren't you? What happens if you go on? Doesn't your shit? Don't they like don't you get in trouble if you look at their pictures?
They would have to arrest everybody. I think they're more like if you host it, like if you pay
Oh,
to
okay.
host it and just share it. The beginning of your bit was very technical. Now I've already heard almost a very similar joke of people talking about dick pics before, about using like lighting and trying to make the best pic. I think you could just imagine that's very hacky, I guess, doing dick pic jokes.
Right.
But I mean, you do have a very fun stance because you are a storybook artist. So, or whatever you said you were. Is that right? Storybook artist? Filmmaker. So, I mean, you can be unique with it, but, like, you kind of got confusing, like you said, because it was very a lot of terms, you know, like using key grip or whatever you were saying in it. I don't know, man. I think I got what you were trying to do, but I kind of heard it already before. But if you had a unique twist, it might be interesting. But I like the rest of it. Like, the first half was just kind of a little weird.
Okay, the setup.
Yeah, the setup was a little bit long, and I don't know. It could have been one sentence, probably.
Okay.
What's your favorite thing about it? What was your favorite moment about exchanging those pictures with the girl in real life, away from the movie thing? What was it? What was the exciting part?
That she sent me her tits first, and I got her to do that.
You say first, but it was did you each just send one picture?
Yeah, it was just one picture.
That's all it took for you guys. Once she saw that dick, it was over.
It was over.
Did she even text goodnight after that?
No, she sent me the surprise face emoji.
All these 21st century words.
That's
It's
it.
an emoticon.
That's when you know. That's when you know you sent the right picture. It's when you get that surprise
Critics
emoji.
agree.
You sent her back like the eggplant emoji. All right.
Then you guys are just jerking off to emojis at that point. Go in for
See,
sex.
there we go. See, that's a good, unique approach to it. You know, even I don't know, and I just have heard that before.
Gotcha.
I like the filmmaker thing. I mean, of course, the premise is, you know, the dick pics are a thing, so that's going to be a premise no matter what. But, you know, my only concern is, will the filmmaker thing work on the road or other places? But, you know, you're doing it in Hollywood right now, and it's good to just keep writing and trying stuff, and that's fun. I like the Joe Pesci part. I like the Michael Bay part. For 60 seconds, I think it was pretty good through and through. Take the stuff, every single thing that Rick Overton said, and add it to it. Maybe add the emoji stuff, because that's a really funny. That's a really funny real part. And keep rocking, Alex Duong, everybody.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, guys.
He's on Twitter at Dapper Duong, DapperDuong. So there you go. Now you're an Alex Duong fan. I always take a moment and I ask first-time guests, was there ever anything when you first started stand-up that you can't believe you did, like that looking back on it, it's an embarrassing thing?
Yeah, I heard the famous Richard Pryor story about running up on stage at the Improv in New York naked and screaming, "Blackjack," and running off. And so me and a couple of the fellas who will remain nameless till it's their turn to tell their end of the same story, we ran up just to do the same thing, but it was a different era by then, and Silver was not happy at all with us going up. You could get us fucking closed. It's a different era now.
Wow.
Yeah. My dad actually ran across. My dad, he was opening for, I think, for Connie Stevens in Vegas.
Connie Stevens. He ran on naked for Connie.
Yeah, you remember that, right?
Yes, I remember that.
No one does that anymore.
Streaking?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it doesn't happen that much.
Didn't someone do that here once a while ago?
I don't know. I just see it in, like, football
I think
games
Josh
and
Martin needs to run across
Yeah.
streak.
Josh, come on up.
Josh.
Do it, Josh. At any point during this episode, you should run up here naked and run.
But
run
that's
back.
And then we'll get dick
That's
pics
how it
from the
was
front of the
back then.
squad car footage.
yeah. No, I don't remember anyone doing that.
You don't remember anything that you did that you can't believe you did? You know,
Well,
like
yeah,
a lot of
of
comics
shit,
talk
yeah.
about like how they would do a terrible impression of someone, or they'd go up with their shirt off and, you know, say they look like the letter C. I've heard some people tried a ventriloquist thing at one point. Like any chance you ever took that you can't believe you did.
Well, my whole fucking career has been like that, you know? I mean, I've been doing stupid shit my whole career.
I love that.
But it's awesome. Like, I mean, I thought I was a rock star. You know what I mean? Like, and I was never a rock star. But I always, like, when I was on MTV, I was like, I used to do my shows, and it wasn't, people weren't sitting. They were standing.
Right.
And it was festival seating, and I would just fucking do a joke and then stage dive.
Wow.
It was like that type, like no, for real. Like it was like
That's a
like I used to
perfect
come out
answer.
to like Skid Row, Slave to the Grind, and like take my shit off and just fucking run in the audience, like stage dive.
Wow.
That's how I did most of my shows.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's a great answer. Nobody's ever responded with stage diving before
Yeah.
after a joke.
Have you ever stage dived ever, Tony?
No.
It's
No.
it's not like they show
I thought
on the
about
TV.
it. I thought about it once in a late night set in the original room, but there weren't people there to catch me. I was
Right.
just thinking about jumping off from pure depression.
Doing stand up in a stand up where people are standing up is a different vibe.
I hate
Right.
it. I don't
It's
like
fu-
doing it.
I know
Yeah,
it's fucking
crazy.
weird.
It's like doing it outdoors.
Yeah.
During the day,
Yeah.
where it's not like the isolated light. We are lit. You're not. Everything's lit, and you can hold focus, or the little girl with a sparkler pulls focus on the side. You know.
There's
You're
people
fucked.
coming in still for the show, and I keep looking at the door waiting to just see Gold Dust in full paint and garb, just like eyeballing me from the back. I'm so scared of this fucking guy. Put your hands together for your next comedian. His name is Mike Dapper, everybody. Here he comes. Deep in the upper deck. I believe this is Mike's first time on this show. Sounds like a new name. One more time for Mike Dapper, everybody. Here he is.
A little bit about myself. I'm 35 years old. I'm single, and I date online. I'm not good at it, but I like to think I'm getting better, you know. I tell them shit like, bitch, send me a picture of you holding up today's paper, you know. Little stuff like that. And I think I'm not good at it because women are liars, okay? That's why I'm not good at it. And the thing they lie about the most online is weight, all right? They got this category called weight, and every lady puts average, which is fine if the average woman is 300 pounds. But she's not, all right? She's not, you know? And, like, they have so many categories for big girls. They got full figured, more to love, big and beautiful, a few extra pounds, which is a bold-faced ass lie, okay? Anytime a woman tells you she's just a few pounds, it's like a black dude saying, I just got a few kids, you know? Not a lot, you know?
Fuck yeah, that's a minute from Mike Dapper.
I met a girl online too.
Really?
I was on OkCupid. You guys know OkCupid?
Yep, yep.
I was there. I saw a German girl, and this is a true story. And I swear to God, her profile said, "I love Jews."
Wow.
That was her thing. I love Jews. So she lived out in Malibu, and she told me to take a train out there. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? And then once I got out there, she wanted me to hop in the shower. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? But sex was so good that afterwards she put a gold star on my arm.
Oh, look at that. That's fucking great. Are you really on OkCupid?
No, I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, that'd be pretty interesting to be a girl and just say, hey, Pauly, sure, okay. I'm in on that.
I like the averaging, but you know, this is the United States, so average is probably fat if you really think about it.
True, probably.
How long you been online dating?
Man, about 2 years. About
Yeah.
2 years.
Is it fun?
It's entertaining. I get a lot of big girls love me online.
Yeah.
They love the hell out of me.
Do you love the big girls? Is that why you guys are talking a lot? Is there a way to set your online matches with like 300 pounds and above or something like that? Is there a way to filter for the bigger girls?
Well, you know,
Is it white big girls or black big girls? White, right?
it's
Just say
white,
it right.
white
Yeah,
girls.
white.
White girls.
Why what's up with the black dudes? They love the fat white chicks, dude.
well, because it's like a retirement plan for us, you know.
Really?
It's like we call it the $299 LBS plan.
Right.
That's what we call it. Instead of the 401k, that's what we.
Oh my God.
So the big white girl's gonna support you? Is that what it is?
Yeah, when Madden season comes out, man, they come in handy. It really.
When
do.
what season?
Madden season. Madden. John Madden.
Oh, right, okay.
Video games.
Video games. Oh, so you get to play video games.
Oh, they buy that shit like
While
Xbox
the big
One,
girl
all that shit. Yeah.
works, and like obviously she's cooking a lot, right?
Oh, all the time. Breakfast in bed, baby.
You should have material about that. You have material
Yeah.
about that?
I do.
About the Madden stuff and all the
Yeah,
video games
yeah.
and all that?
Right.
I'd say that's more your focus than any attack on someone's weight or appearance or anything.
Okay.
You'll notice the needle will dip a little bit when you go into attacking someone else who's less fortunate than you in any other way.
Okay.
And the more you say you like it, and then you like all the weird things about it, the needle comes up and up and up.
Okay.
Because you're addressing more of the people out there all at once.
That I love them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Focus on the jokes about what you love more other than, because you're a guy, and anyone in good shape or is
we can't talk about them.
Attacks something that isn't in your category, it looks like you're hitting from above,
Okay.
and never hit from above. Always beat David, always striking Goliath.
Okay.
Because the truth is that you love them anyway, right?
I do love them.
You love the big white girls.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
they
I
come in
get
handy
that
in the wintertime. I love the cuddle and shit.
It's like two women. Feels like you're with two.
Now, what's the difference between a big white woman and a big black woman, then?
Personality.
Wow.
Get it your damn self, and it's coming right now, baby.
But black girls are like hardcore, right?
Yeah, they tell you what it is.
They're fucking hardcore,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
White girls you can get away with more.
Yeah, they.
Right.
Go on, Jerome.
Yeah, right.
But it's sort of fun because, I think big black girls are that way with black guys, but I think big black girls are the opposite to little white men.
They're very
they're always
protective
like, hey,
of y'all.
baby, let me get you something, baby. They're always like super nice and nurturing. And
Have you ever had sex with a black girl?
I have.
Just one?
Not a big black girl.
But a black girl. Just one time?
Twice.
2 times.
No.
What are we talking about here, Pauly? what are you? Look at these people. What are you trying to?
No, I'm just asking.
Are you trying to blackmail me? Boom. From 3. There you go.
Is it because you don't really go after black girls, or black girls don't go after you?
I
or?
had one amazing summer about 3 or 4 years ago. I was still working here. No, it was like 4 or 5 years ago. I was still working here, but I was house sitting for our buddy Benji Aflalo, who at the time, his family owns a lot of real estate, and at the time he had a compound in the Hollywood Hills that he had me house sitting for an entire month. Wow. So I was on the top of my game here at the Comedy Store. I'd be working the door here, and I could get any girl out of anywhere because I would say, hey, house sitting my buddy's mansion in the hills. It's a 7-minute drive, and I had the one line that would always work. I'd go, I left the pool heater on before I left tonight, so it's going to be...
But there was a time, I remember, several years ago where you having sex with a lot of girls here. Not just the girls at work, but just girls at the Comedy Store. You used to come up to me all the time and be like, dude, I da-da-da, dude, I da-da-da.
Really?
Yeah, I think I remember that.
See, that's the
Putting
part
on
with being a little bit of a stoner is I forget what I...
You were into it, I remember.
Okay, yeah.
Because you were because when you're young, you want to get laid. You're I want to get laid, I want to get laid.
Totally.
And you were into it.
Totally.
Now it's like, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But you date a lot of girls here.
No, I only dated one.
Who was it? Esther?
Yeah, that was Esther.
Yeah. How was she? Was she fun?
Well, it was 6 years ago, and back then she looked like she was 11, so it was pretty hot. Now she looks like she's 13, so it's a little bit different, out of my age group. Okay. Oh, yeah, I forgot Mike Dapper was here, everybody.
No, we just
look what you
exchanging
started.
cocktails,
Look
but
what
go
you
ahead.
started,
It was a
Mike Dapper.
magical summer.
It was a magical summer because these 2 black girls I hooked up with are to this day 2 of the most beautiful women I've ever been with. And in fact, if you want to hear a funny part, this one black girl, I'm just going to go for it. There was a part, remember the pool I told you about? I'm talking, this place was amazing. I've been in a lot of nice houses and this and that. This place was ridiculous, and it was all mine for a month. Anyway, so I can't believe I'm about to tell this one. So I'm hooking up with this black chick in the pool, right? I mean, we're not having sex or anything yet, but then I realize, it would be fun because they don't really get it that often, is if I go down on this chick. But we're in a swimming pool.
Whoa.
So what I do is I hoist, and I'm talking, she is an 11. This is an 11. We're talking about hot, like the kind of black girl with the poofy hair. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Anyway, so I lift her. I have my left hand on like the back of her neck and my right hand posting up underneath her ass, right? So there I am. But and I'm loving this, and I'm talking about fucking loving this. I'm loving it. But after about 12, 13, 14 minutes goes by, my arms are starting to get a little bit more tired, but I don't want to fucking stop because I'm an animal at this point. So what ends up happening is I'm drowning in pussy. I'm literally like, blah, 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 blah. There's parts where the water's like going in the back of my throat as I'm just trying because I don't want to give up. I don't want to stop, and my arms are just fucking shaking at this point. It looks like she's on like one of those crazy fucking massage chairs or something. And after like 5 minutes of risking my life going down on this girl, in the last 20 minutes of it, I'm just like, hey, why don't we go inside? But I almost drowned going down on a hot black chick about four years ago. Thank you.
Solid.
Very rarely do I get into stuff like that. But
Josh, you have sex with black girls in the parking lot, correct?
fuck yeah, Mike. So, when's the last time you hooked up with a big white woman? Recently?
Big BBW.
Oh man, it's been about 6 months.
6 months.
6 months. Yeah. Rent was real bad. Like I had lots, some hours at work, and yeah.
6 months ago.
I mean, I want me to be honest. I needed help paying rent.
By the way, I didn't know Madden had an entire season. Like that's
it's
a
Madden
video
season
game.
right now. It's Madden season right now. It just dropped like last week. Yeah.
So a new Madden's
Yes,
out.
Madden 15.
How long does that season last for you? Because I'm getting the feeling it's about 10 months.
About like till February.
Fuck yeah, man. Well, that's fun. You like a chick, you leave it up to a chick that looks like a linebacker to make you happy during Madden season. Okay. Mike, this was fun.
Thank you.
You did a good job. Mike's on Twitter at Mike Dapper. Is that 623? Mike Dapper 623 on Twitter, guys. If any BBWs are listening, you should follow him on Twitter.
Oh, wait. Can I call my nephew right now? It's his birthday. Is that okay?
Sure.
Is that okay, you guys?
So you're going to put him on speakerphone?
Hello?
Hi, Uncle Pauly.
Hi.
Thanks for the present.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. To?
Hey, right now I'm opening the Minecraft Lego set.
Oh, really? Did you get it? I sent it to you.
Yeah,
How is it?
it's really cool. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. We all want to sing you happy birthday. Is that cool?
Yeah.
We're here in the belly room. We're going to all sing you happy birthday, Caleb, okay?
Where's Jeff Richards?
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Caleb.
Caleb.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say to all the people that sing you happy birthday?
What?
All right, we love you. Have a great night. Happy birthday. Bye.
Kayla, you got her Minecraft.
It's Caleb. It's a guy.
Oh, Caleb, you got a Minecraft.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's a great.
That was cool. Thank you, guys.
Mike Dapper's mad that Caleb's playing Minecraft during Madden season. It's so fun. How old's Caleb?
8 or 9.
Wow. Good thing he wasn't here to see that part. Put your hands together for your next comedian name.
All right. Alex was up here earlier talking about dick pics. Hate to sound like a hipster, but I was taking dick pics way before that shit was mainstream. Yeah, before social media, camera phones. I don't know if any of you under 25 might remember. Camera used to be its own device. And you couldn't tell what the pictures were until you went and got developed. So if you left your camera unattended around an asshole like me, I'd sneak off with it, and bam, snap picture of my dong. Never got to be there for the payoff either, but I was just imagining, a family's all excited. Oh, look at this. This is our trip to the water park. We had such a good time. And, oh, my God, it's a dick! Eventually it did come back to haunt me, though, because at my high school prom, they set up little disposable cameras on every table. So with each of those cameras, I snuck off and dick pic. A couple months later, I get called in the principal's office. Jared, We got the pictures developed around today, and we have 43 pictures of your penis. Principal, sir, how do you know this was me? I have no idea what you're talking about. Jared, you're the only redhead in your class.
Fuck yeah. Jared Ellis.
I thought it was cute. Following Caleb, the birthday into that was sweet.
Yes.
What'd you think?
I love it. I love.
He's likable.
Yeah.
I've also done the dick pic at a wedding thing too. I think that all of us were like, dude, there's just cameras everywhere. Let's start taking pictures of our assholes and stretching our balls out. It was great.
How fun.
I think he could be a doorman here.
Moving for a job.
Yeah.
Whoa,
all right.
Best place to work if you want to become a real comic, man.
Yeah.
There's not a better place in the world to.
I'd fucking love to.
Yeah, it'd be good. He'd be a good doorman.
I'm pretty sure
We
we
are
just
looking
saw our
good.
first live hire, everybody, on Kill Tony. The power of the Pauly is powerful. Jared, I see you wearing a Hulkamania shirt. You a wrestling fan?
Yes, I'm a wrestling fan, and I had heard the podcast, so I figured I'd pander a little bit.
What do you think about my recent Gold Dust troubles?
You know, I've always been a Gold Dust fan.
Me too, by the way, which is what makes it sort of rough on me.
And it's been like, what? It's been a long time since he's done the Dust thing, though. Like, he dropped the gay stuff a long time ago.
It's true, and I mean, for comedic effect, I couldn't really break down his entire career during the Joe Rogan experience, but I'm sort of bothered that he's upset. You ever go see wrestling live or anything like that?
I went to quite a few shows when I was a kid. I even went to, like, ECW back in the day.
Wow. What do you do for fun now? How long have you lived in LA?
I just got out here about a month ago.
A month ago from where?
Chicago area.
Nice.
But it's like 2 hours outside of Chicago, but if you're from Illinois, you have to say Chicago.
Did you come out here specifically to do stand-up?
Yeah, I went to school for film and TV production, too, so...
Which town in Illinois? I probably performed in it.
A town of about 2,000 people.
What's it called?
Earlville.
Never performed in fucking Earlville. Is that by like Vernon Hills?
No, nowhere near
Is
there.
that by like Schaumburg?
The nearest... There's not even like a big city near it. I can't even tell you.
What is it, the
Aurora.
Insane Clown
Aurora
Posse?
is probably the closest.
Don't they do their big clown thing down there? What's it called?
That's in southern Illinois.
What's it called?
Insane Clown Posse?
Crazy. Have you been to that shit?
No.
Oh my god, the
Yeah,
Juggalos?
the Juggalos,
Have you
yeah.
done that? You
No.
gotta go do
Have
that
you?
shit. Yeah, I've
What
done
was that like? What'd you
It was
do?
fucking insane. I got shit thrown at me.
Wow.
It
Juggalo
was
sounds
awesome,
like
yeah.
muscle bitch with tits.
No, it was awesome. It was it's like their version of of Lollapalooza, right? It's Insane Clown Posse.
Wow.
Clownapalooza?
Pretty much.
Really?
But isn't it? Where is it?
It's in southern Illinois somewhere. I don't
Is
know
it
the
still
town.
there?
I think they still do it every year, and
Yeah.
they usually do a big pro wrestling thing with it.
You're in Northern Illinois?
You should go do
Yeah.
your podcast down there. It's fucking insane.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know
right?
they-
Don't you guys think it'd be cool for him down there? Yeah.
Don't they also like Insane Clown Posse bought like it was it Fago or some like old
Yeah, I think they're part owners of it. Or
yeah,
something
they
like
bought
that, yeah.
Fago. They're this band that has like an insane audience, and they're very loyal. And now they're just buying old soda pop companies. It's great.
How old are you, Jared?
I'm 30.
Nice. You just moved out here a month ago.
Yeah.
What do you do? What do you do for work?
I worked as a video editor for a year back in Illinois.
So you're an editor. Jay Mandy can work with Jay Mandy in the video room.
Yeah.
He can cut this video, right? Would you?
I like you, Paul. He's trying to help me out, give me some work.
Would you help edit this video for free?
I'd love to.
Do you know how to edit on Final Cut?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's
There you
all
go.
working out.
Our newest intern, Jared Ellis, everybody.
There we go.
Josh Martin better get his shit together.
Josh.
It had to use paintbrush.
Oh, man, this guy can enunciate words and everything.
That's not cool. That's not cool.
I'm in really deep shit, and he's willing to streak whenever Tony tells him to.
Not cool. Not cool.
Aw, some of that fun Josh Martin energy. Jared, let me ask you something. You just got out here a month ago. You're 30. Can I take a guess and say that you had a big breakup in Northern Illinois before you came out here?
No, actually, I didn't.
Oh, just been single the whole time, not getting any pussy whatsoever. Fuck yeah.
Basically.
That was going to be my second guess.
How long you been doing stand up for?
I've only been doing it solid about 6 months.
Yeah, so that's why it'd be good to work
Right.
the parking lot, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, now we're
Right?
first.
No, it's good. It's a good. A lot of people work the part. Tell them.
Proximity, man.
It's good, yeah.
Be near it. It's you can read a million fucking books about it. It's not going to even add up to 2 months of just hanging near pros and hearing what they said when they come off after a set because you're right next to them.
It's very true. A lot of people don't realize that the guys that work here are so close to some crazy stuff. The lot guy here, if Jim Carrey pulls in here, the lot guy has to shake his hand and say hello and take his keys. I mean, it's just a part of the thing, you know. So when that happens once every 15 years and Jim Carrey pulls in the lot, you could yes, turning around.
I'm just turning around. Alrighty then.
I love that he would say that. Oh, so fun. Well, there you go, Jared. If I were you, I'd definitely follow up with Pauly after this. Say, hey, man, you told me I'd get a job.
For free.
The newest employee of the world famous comedy store, Jared Ellis, everybody, drafted straight off of Kill Tony. Anything can happen here, guys. You can, if you're really quiet right now, you can hear the fury of the other 30 comedians in the room that have been out here for 2 years wanting a job at this place. Your next comedian goes by the name of Radu Isa. It's a new name, always exciting. Who knows? Radu could be the next employee hired here on Kill Tony.
Hey guys. So I know I don't really look it, but I'm an immigrant. I'm from Romania. I don't really know what's with like Eastern Europe. We're like 15 different countries, 20 different languages. Yet when we speak English, we all sound like we're Russians. I don't sound like a wife beater when I speak Romanian. Just out here, I'm a good guy. Some people do it back in my country. I would never do that. I would never hit a girl. I really wouldn't. I've never hit a girl. I would never even hit a guy. And I've been in over 20 fights. Okay. I think I was close to it, right? No, I have to go more? I'm kind of nervous. I wanted to hit the minute mark, but I think I'm at like 30 seconds. And I don't have any other shorter jokes. I'm looking to make friends out here. Okay.
There you go. Saved by our Romanian cat. Radu, you are hilarious.
Andy Kaufman, bro. Andy Kaufman.
Seriously.
Smart stuff.
Thank you.
Stick with the details.
Yakov Smirnov.
Sticking with details of all the other languages, that got a laugh, you know. Playing against archetypes and stereotypes is very good for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very smart, very fun. How long have you been doing stand-up?
I've been doing it like 8 years, but like English for months.
You really speak like that, or are you acting like you speak like that?
I really speak like this. I have no control over
Did you
it.
say for a month in English?
4 months.
8 years.
4 months in English.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's awesome.
Is that hard to translate that in American in
I'm
English
just writing
ways?
new jokes in English.
Right.
Not really translating, and it's just a minute. I can do a minute in 4 months.
Now,
Right.
do you have a American voice that you can pull out just to like, hey, like,
I haven't tried it ever.
try it right now. Try to say the fox came up to me and said hello.
The fox came out to me and said hello.
Okay. What was your fox in for?
Was that close? I don't even
Decided.
hear my accent. I know I have it. I don't really hear it.
Look, Josh Martin's been speaking English for 30 years, and you're better than him. Radu, you're hilarious. How long have you been in LA?
It's my second summer here, so it's 2 months.
So
It's my second trip.
So you have to leave?
Yeah, I'm leaving like on Wednesday.
No.
Oh my
Yeah, I
God.
wanted to get that out. Thank you guys.
Because of the green card thing?
That's a thing. I'm like a professional comedian back home, so I make money in November and in December. So I have to go back for the money.
So what's the comedy club like there?
We have 2 clubs, and I heard we were opening up a third one.
How do they
Bucharest.
differ from here?
It's smaller, fewer comedians. I think it's kind of like Indiana. I've never been to Indiana, but I think it's the same scene.
We gotta get you a fucking green card.
Yeah. Maybe you could marry Gold Dust.
Do not start shit with Gold Dust, Brian. I'm not gonna let this happen. We are not throwing more fuel on this fire. He's not really gay. We can't do this. I swear to God, he's gonna fucking show up here and kill us. Radu, God, you're so funny.
Yeah, there's really not any advice because you have it so perfect already.
Yeah, I want to know more about these.
You know, I always, when I look at comics, I always think of my mom,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because, what? She fucking started this place.
Yeah,
She's
for
the
those,
one
if there's
who
anybody in this
discovered-
room that doesn't know, Pauly Shore's mom is the great Mitzi Shore, the queen of the Comedy Store. Built, designed, every piece of leather and mirror and red neon that you see is all her vision. She's a brilliantly crazy, wonderful, genius woman who is responsible for everybody pretty much that's come out of any scene. Even the guys that she told weren't funny, they went and got funnier because she told them they weren't funny, and the guys that she told were, you know, used it as a catapult. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
go on.
so she would say that you're really funny, and that she would say to, like, dress different.
Dress different?
Yeah.
Like
Because you just
crazier
look,
or...
just like, I don't know, just like, you know, I mean, think of Yakov Smirnoff, you know what I mean? Like, just think of, like, wear, I don't know, a suit or a sweater. Or, how do you dress in Romania?
Like generally like this, and I'm not trying to identify with being Romanian.
But you're kind of like a character.
Yeah, I don't want to really do the Yakov Smirnoff. But
You can make a lot of money. Look at the guy that's on fucking Big Bang Theory, right?
Yeah.
But you guys, if he like came up, and you'd be good on a sitcom, coming in and saying some funny shit and leaving and collecting like
I've
a
never
$500,000
acted
for doing that shit.
All I've done like stand-up, so I'm kind of basing my life on what I know to do.
What do you think? You worked with Robin Williams, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So Mork and Mindy, Nanu. What the fuck?
I would just say you probably shouldn't argue with three people who believe in you more than you do.
No, I'm not arguing. I'm saying my point of view because then we get to the correct conclusion.
Yeah,
I'm not
this
really
is the
arguing.
correct
I'm happy
conclusion
that
right
you
here.
guys are
The actual correct conclusion is over here. You know,
is do a character.
Yeah, I know you look. There's safety in your head. Safety. Go back to the Romanian circuit where your language really flows and they get everything you're saying. And sometimes safety is not something that guarantees your future at all.
No, so for sure I want to come back here and move here. I'm
Yeah,
trying.
but remember what everybody said when you get back here. What you got to do
I'm
back
just saying,
because
if
it'll
you,
be a different
you,
market.
you
here.
look like a guy that lived like all of us. You know, you don't look different,
Right.
but you are different. So all I'm saying is, if you came on stage with a green sweater and like a maybe like a you know like a collared shirt or something, and just did that thing, looking more like a character, I think. I don't know.
Right, I could see what Pauly's saying. He's not saying, you know, be a character. You already are a
Exactly,
character.
yeah.
He's saying dress the role a little bit better because
Okay.
you look.
Like all of us, just
Yeah,
like
you look
normal.
like a typical
LA guy, or
American.
whatever, Yeah.
No
I
one
did
makes
the-
a
I
mental
don't- I know I
snapshot
don't
of you.
look like- Sorry?
No one goes and makes a mental picture of you. There's no snapshot of you
Right.
from the way you're dressed. There's nothing that stands out about the way you were dressed, and so it just helps everyone imprint you when they look at you.
Right.
Okay.
Like if you just did a big, huge showcase and everybody was like, "Who was that guy that killed?" And they'd be like, "What guy? The guy that was dressed like."
Put it this way.
So you give them nothing.
My mom told Roseanne Barr to wear overalls.
Right.
And look
Game
what that
changer.
did for her when she did The Tonight Show.
Yeah.
If you guys remember her on The Tonight Show, she did like 6 minutes in her fucking overalls
Yeah.
as the domestic goddess. It's the same shit.
Yeah.
If he came out on Letterman dressed as, and just, you would kill.
Right.
You'd fucking kill.
I'll try.
All right, no, that's it. I'm not going to argue with you anymore.
Okay, thank you.
Radu,
Thank you very much. Really
unbelievable.
great meeting you. Thank
Please come back again soon, Radu. You're always welcome here.
I'll be here in April. Thank you very much.
April, we'll see you then. He's on Twitter at Radu Isac. That's RADUISAC. They have Twitter in Romania. So for those of you that were wondering, it's there. Yeah, very smart, very funny. God, that line about Indiana came out of nowhere.
That's hilarious.
It is like less people and not as much fun. I'd imagine how Indiana is. Dead on. Dead on with his description of Indiana. It really is the south of the north. All right. Radu, that's fun. Fucking Romania. Funny Romanian. That's crazy. Put your hands together for Byron Veleno. A lot of new names tonight. Always fun. Byron Veleno, everybody.
This is the second Asian minute of the night, guys. Now, I do have a lot of Asian friends. I got a Vietnamese friend who's addicted to junk food. It's pretty disgusting. His name is Tran Fat. But I do love Asian food. Every time I go to an Asian restaurant, I always put my phone into airplane mode because the sign on the wall says no MSG. Okay, fuck this. But I'm Asian, so you can't tell that I'm getting old. The only way I can tell is by feeling. Like, I'm starting to see the value in things. Like, when I go to the grocery store, I see the self-checkout line. I never used to see the value in that. But now, I do, because the normal checkout line, organic tomatoes rings up as $3.99 a pound. But in the self-checkout line, organic tomatoes rings up as grapes. Organic food tastes way better when it's 79 cents a pound. And all my dreams are starting to shift. Like, when I was young, my dream in life was to...
Brought out the bear. What's changed in your dreams in life?
Well, when I was younger, my dream in life was to be a millionaire by 30. But now that I'm in my 30s, my big dream in life is to be out of debt by 40.
I think the bear saved you on that one.
How did you create your own debt?
Not saving, splurging a lot.
So how's the 30s part set up again? You set it up by saying what?
Well, when you're Asian, you look a lot younger than you really are. So.
But I mean the one you just said that transitions to 40s.
Oh, my big dream in life,
was
to be a millionaire by 30, because that really was. And then
now my big dream
that I'm
in life
here,
is just to make it to my 40s, just to live to my 40s, something like that. You know, make more of a switch on what the expectation is on it, maybe.
Okay. Raise the stakes.
Yeah. You know, it's always hard when you're talking yourself up in a bit, and it's always a little easier when you're putting yourself down.
Okay.
It sets up a relatability factor, you know. But if you start bragging about yourself too much in an act, that's dodgy territory for people.
That's Andrew Dice Clay. Oh! What's in the bowl, bitch?
Is most of your material Asian-based?
No, I just wanted to start out that way. There's a lot of old jokes, but now it's a lot more age and more.
How long have you been doing stand-up?
About 2 years.
All in L.A.?
Yeah. Eagle Rock, right? I'm in the Valley.
You're from the Valley?
Yeah, I'm in the Valley.
What part?
I live in North Hills. Like,
North Hills.
But then my girlfriend lives on the West Side, so I started doing mics out there. And I work in Hollywood, so I started doing. What do you do? Mics. I produce video for.
Are we talking about porn?
No. I work for one of the major networks.
Really? A major network?
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
CBS.
What do you work on?
Okay, Byron, you were hilarious. You killed
You are
so
some
hard.
of the best material
One of the
I've
best.
heard
Funniest minute I've seen.
CBS.
Ever.
Classic.
Unkilled Tony.
What TV show you work for?
Fuck Tom
Right
Brokaw.
now, I'm working on Big Brother.
Yeah, Allison Grodner.
Alison Grodner, yep. Rich Meehan. all of a sudden.
Rich
Yeah,
and Allison
dropping
Grodner.
big names
Yeah,
over here.
big
Look
time.
at this.
Jeff and Jordan just got
What do you-
engaged. I did
Oh, cool. Say what's up to them. Can you say hi to them from the Comedy Store? Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, Jeff?
Allison,
What's up, Jordan?
Allison,
Congratulations.
yeah. So what do you do? Are you an editor on the show?
I started as an editor, started shooting, so now I produce.
How do you
a little bit of
edit fucking Big Brother, dude? Isn't it just you guys just film and just
It takes out all the cum shots.
I work for the online portion, so I do
Oh,
CBS.com.
social media?
A lot of social stuff, yep.
Tablets.
Wow.
Can you help do the social media for Kill Tony's show
That's
too?
a great question.
And then he could get free spots too, bro.
There's a social media department now, so you should get a whole department for that. And just
See, bro.
I could have my own department.
Yeah.
Can we?
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy about this fucking business is that people that are super rich and super doing something else all want to do fucking comedy.
Oh, dude, this is
Like,
amazing.
like that's cool. Like everyone wants to fucking do comedy, right?
Rock stars wish they could do comedy.
It's because comedy is the best job in the world.
That's
right?
pretty cool.
Can't get a better job than that.
So would you quit working for Big Brother if you could do stand up?
Les Moonves is a big fan of this show. You might not want to answer that.
I do this stuff for free, so if I do this and get paid for it, that would be amazing. Yeah.
You would like to do stand up.
Oh yeah, I'm doing all I can to do it. Like after
Would
work.
you quit your job at Big Brother if you were offered a job here at the Comedy Store?
Probably.
Well, you're not getting offered that job. I was just curious. No, I'm kidding. But so that's interesting. Do you do a lot of your spots in the Valley?
Yeah, lately it's been on the west side.
What is the West Side? When people say this about LA, I have no idea.
Santa Monica, Playa Vista.
I just call that the ocean.
Yeah.
That's the West Side. That's like, I guess. Okay. Byron, you have a black name. Has anybody ever told you
I
that
have a
before?
bit about that. I should have did that, actually.
What's that?
Well, there's all the famous Byrons are black. You know, like Byron Scott, the new coach of the Lakers. And then there's Byron Allen, the comedian. And then Lord Byron, the British poet in the 18th century. Well, okay, fine, he wasn't black, but he writes rhymes.
Jesus Christ.
And then I have Am I redeeming myself?
Now, since your name's Byron, have you ever been attracted to heavy-set white women?
Call back. No, but I'll probably take it.
Have you ever been with one before?
Heavy-set white woman? No. Well,
No.
my game sucks. Yeah.
Really? Your game sucks? Why do you think that is?
For heavy-set white women.
But you have a girl. You have a girlfriend already, right?
I got a girlfriend, yeah.
She lives in the Valley, too?
She's on the west side, that's why I'm always there.
Oh, the West Side.
West side.
Fuck, yeah. She lives by the beach. What nationality is she?
She's half Filipino and Japanese.
Ooh la la.
Yeah.
Fuck, yeah.
That's a
Damn.
Hey, Patriot, what did you think about it?
I was gonna ask, have you ever seen a dick pic?
Yeah, I have a dick pic joke too, actually, but it's not fleshed out all the way.
You do have a dick pic joke.
Yeah.
Are Asian
But
women
I
a
got that
fantasy
note from
for
earlier.
Asian men?
No, I also have a joke about that too, but
Jesus. Throw anything at.
yeah, no. So everyone loves Asian women. Everyone has yellow fever because freaking Asian women are trendy. They'll never go out of style, right? But for Asian men, they're just regular chicks with no ass or tits.
That's
There
funny.
you go.
Oh, funny. You're funny.
Funny.
Have you ever been with but you obviously you're with an Asian woman now. Half
Yep.
Japanese, half Filipino. So what is she,
Yeah.
like 3'6"?
Yeah. You gotta be shorter than me. I can't be with taller chicks. I have a male thing.
Yeah.
That's as alpha I get.
Is your dad short too?
Yeah. I'm taller than my dad, thank God, but
Interesting.
I'm barely hanging in there.
Interesting.
Josh, please.
Josh, come here, Josh.
Suck his dick, Josh.
Yeah. This is the part where every week we have Josh. Come here, Josh.
It's been 45 minutes, right?
And
That's
he'll-
when he
he'll
usually
take a
comes
pic.
and
Yeah,
does it.
yeah,
Josh,
come on.
please.
I'm
Josh,
buttoning your
it's
top
time-
button.
it's time-
We need some more throat space in there.
The Indian on your T-shirt. What does that represent to you?
I don't know. My boy's a graphic artist, and he gave me his T-shirt.
Gotcha.
Shout out to Kukui.
There you go. You got a shout out of it. Fuck yeah! I'm sure he'd be much happier if you ironed it before wearing it out in public. I mean, maybe not. Maybe just steam it or something. It's just a T-shirt. Guys, that was Byron Veleno, everybody. Luke, how you doing over there? The Muscle Patriot. You feeling good?
I feel good. It's a great show.
Oh, Byron is on Twitter at Byron. Oof.
Oof.
Byron, your handwriting is not very Asian at all. Byron A.
Byronosaurus. B-Y-R-O-N-A-S-O-R-U-S.
Byronosaurus.
Oh my God.
So it's.
We
yeah.
always have a terrible Twitter handle on this show, and this is definitely Byronosaurus, everybody. Byronasurous. O-R-O-U-S.
Need to get your social media department on that immediately.
Yeah, exactly. CBS social media leading you wrong.
Can I interrupt the show for a second?
Yes.
Okay. I met a girl a little while ago. She takes comedy class from my sister because my sister teaches stand-up comedy. Is it Bobby? Yeah. But can you come up and do like 2 minutes, just like a segue thing? Is that okay? Just for a second? Try it. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Bobby.
Okay.
Just 2 minutes. Because she takes with my sister.
All right.
So, I mean, it's cool. Just a
Yeah.
little. There you go.
Okay, here she is.
There you go.
Just one?
Just 1 or 2 jokes. Yeah.
I'm just going to say like 30 seconds.
Okay.
Yesterday was my
Talking to the
first-
mic.
oh, yeah.
yesterday was my first time to ever speak into the mic.
Oh.
And I did it in this room. I've never... I don't want to take up anyone
What
else's.
did you say into the mic yesterday? Just do it again. Here she is, everybody.
Hi. I'm Bobby. That's what I said.
Wow. There you go.
All right.
I'm not saying you took it, but I have an I'm Bobby hunk that I do. And I'm saying it's parallel thinking. I'm not saying you stole it. I'm just, no.
No, but honestly, his sister's amazing. I was a little bit freaked out because she wasn't so friendly at the beginning when I walked in because I was an hour early. And no one was here, and the only other person that was here didn't speak English. So I was asking him a lot of questions, like, is this the class, the comedy class? And he was like, sí, no. And it was scary for me, like it is right now, talking in front of a bunch of people.
Pauly, don't you also offer a class?
She ended up being very nice.
Midnights.
Yeah, I teach
special course.
Stand up upstairs in my office.
Yeah. It's a all right.
But I will say this is the only reason I signed up was for stage fright. So it's another step in.
You signed up for this show tonight?
No.
Oh.
No way. I signed up for the...
To do stand up so you can get over your stage
yes.
fright. Yes.
Because it was like something that was really scary to me. So I was like, I'm going to do that.
Hell yeah.
Attack your fears.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
There you go.
That's it.
There you go. There's she. What's your name?
Bobby with a Y.
Bobby with a Y.
Or Bob. A lot of people call me just Bob.
Guys, give it up for Jeff.
Keep it going for Bob, everybody. Getting over stage fright. You know, that actually is fun because it leads us right into our part because, Bob, we actually have had two regulars. The only two regulars on our show that go on every week are both young ladies. And they develop a brand new minute each week, and they come on and do it again. So let's get right into that. Bob, to show you how easy it is to get over stage fright, this first young lady you're about to see actually started stand-up on this show, doing a minute on this show. She's been doing a brand new minute every single week since. This is Kimberly Congdon,
Hey guys, so growing up, my mom worked full-time, and my dad was a stay-away-from-home dad. So during my college years, I started realizing that I definitely had a type of guy that I was into, because I noticed I'd watch TV and it'd be the same kind of guy I was attracted to. Like, I really liked Dwayne Wade a lot, Tiger Woods, Reggie Bush. I guess you could say I like my coffee like I like my men. Athletic. Obviously. Today was all right. It was kind of annoying, though, because my boyfriend told me he was going to pick me up and take me to the clinic so I could get birth control, but he pulled out last minute. And I was like, are you serious? And he said, I am not kidding you. Okay.
There you go. 56 seconds from Kimberly Congdon.
The first thing is the gum. She shouldn't bring the gum on stage.
Definitely not ever in a million
And she should
years.
bring pants on stage. Awesome.
Yeah. Are you wearing anything under there? What the fuck?
Oh,
Jesus.
she lifts it up high enough you can almost see
Fuck.
the shorts.
I had seen you already with that outfit on earlier, but when you got on stage for the first 15 seconds, I was staring at your legs.
Gum is the biggest no-no, perhaps, in all of
Just put it in my mouth, too. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's the
I'm
worst.
sorry.
And there was quite a few ums. Yeah, and you just after just seeing what Bobby did, the one thing she said was I mean, it's literally the most.
And you built her up pretty big to come up here and like slay it, and then
she's gotten and that's interesting because anybody who listens to the show regularly knows that it's something that she's definitely worked on. Like the ums were an issue when she started, and she's gotten over it. So it's sort of, I mean, it's not a big deal because it's just another episode, another week. But when you hear it 3 or 4 times, it really is like it's like if somebody held up a big red card or something in between jokes and it's just like, look at the red card, now for the next joke. Like an is such a blatant reset. You know what I mean? But the material's funny. The pull-out thing's great. I didn't really get just naming a bunch of black guys in the middle of it, but I love the look on Mike Dapper's face.
Yeah, that's
up
what I
there.
was saying.
Yeah.
He was getting excited.
I was just watching this evil
like black
smile
guys?
come over.
No, athletic guys.
Oh, athletic guys.
I would just say, for the black coffee joke, that we're familiar enough with hearing a setup that we know someone will do a switch on for I like something else.
Okay.
We're gonna immediately start printing out a list of alternative words in our head because we recognize the setup too much. I don't even think it's worth even going into that. Your other stuff is strong enough. You could clip that out and splice it back without it.
Okay.
Very
true.
true.
I mean, don't think in terms of well, I've heard someone do this switch on it, and I'll do that switch on it. Once you've heard two switches on a premise, ditch the premise or that setup and invent your own.
Okay.
Totally. I totally agree with that. Everything before and after it was great, and it
Cool.
was fun. How's
Thanks.
everything been with you? Good?
Everything's been
Doing
great.
a lot of gigs?
Yeah. Yep. I've got a few shows this week.
Are you guys like having sex?
No.
I
What?
feel like there's like, I'm not saying it's bad or good. I'm just curious.
No, I'm very nurturing to the two regulars on the show. I
So
see
you
them
don't
every
cross
week.
the line
No.
with them? All right.
Are you asking because you want to fuck Kimberly? Is that what's going on? Because
We can set that up for you.
No, I've just, because I saw you talk to her out there.
Yeah.
But, and then here, and then, I don't know. I was just asking a question. I mean, I've never done the show before, so I don't know if you're like, using this to get you laid with chicks or I don't know.
No,
it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying.
That's
It's not like
called
it's not the
dysentery.
first.
Yeah,
It's not like the first time that's happened in Hollywood or anything.
It's true. I don't know if anybody's gotten laid off a podcast though, Pauly. It's a little bit tougher than you might think. Kim, great job. You did it again.
you.
Another new minute from Kimberly Congdon. She's on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon. Always doing a fun new minute. And so is her partner in crime, regular on this podcast and the Dysentery podcast. Always a fun, goofy, different minute. The stylings of Sarah Weinshank.
When she got in the back door, bitches looking at me.
What's up? Whoever said if these walls could talk was not sober. That is not a sober thought. Whoever said that was probably wearing tie-dye. Tie-dye makes you look like an asshole. It looks like you had the skid marks of Skittles all over you. If you're making your own tie-dye, you're not doing a lot of other things. Just like, fuck it, man. I got 500 mini rubber bands and a few white tees and some dye. I'm gonna do God's work.
Exactly 1 minute. Unbelievable.
That's one of my favorite sets from you from a while. That was
Definitely.
Everything was excellent.
You ended at exactly 59 seconds. Kimberly hit 57, but it's always fun to watch somebody just work it because you guys both know this show so well. It's so funny that you guys know exactly when a minute is. And that was unbelievable. That was so Weinshank.
Very good.
And you really know who you are. That's really interesting because everybody noticed how she came in with a distinct personality. It's usually something who has heard the phrase, you don't really get your act groove until about 10 years in. What they're really saying by that is your opinions. And it isn't just a thing, you're supposed to say these words. Now it's really what you mean and really what you say. It comes out from the real you. And because you've had that many years to figure that part out. And you're putting it in a media, and that makes it infinitely easier for a casting person to go, I know where she goes on the sitcom.
Right.
I see which person she is on that show, and I see who she is in the office.
And how long you been doing it for?
Almost 3 years.
So she has a little experience.
Yeah.
But you're saying that he said that the only time that she comes on this show. What about do you do other shows?
Oh yeah, no, they both do other shows all the time.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
But they always swing in to do a new minute here each week.
Oh, okay, I got it.
So they literally write at least 52 new minutes a year.
So that helps.
Not all of it, goes to the 1 hour special, but some of it that's a continuous minute of undeniability.
And there's so much you could go into it. The whole hippie thing, just the old sayings, like if these walls could talk. There's a million different approaches you can go. You could turn that easily into a 15 or 20 minute bit, I would imagine.
Wow. I gotta
the
look
Skittles thing. That was great.
at the Skittles thing.
If this sofa could cook.
Now, the last couple weeks, we've noticed that if this sofa could cook.
Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
The last couple weeks, we've noticed that you've seemed to be, until this week, talking about like darker stuff. Last week, you were talking about wanting to hibernate, and we figured out maybe you were a little depressed. Do you think that you've transformed that depression, into writing? Because that was a really hardcore minute. I mean, that was pretty much blatantly the best minute of the show tonight. Like it just
maybe
had
your
beats,
best
like
minute
laughs every
for a while.
7 or 8 seconds. So do you think that have things gotten a lot better in your life, or I'm just curious, are you taking that energy and like using it to be creative?
Well, the last few weeks when I was a little more dark,
Where you're talking to the moon and
yeah,
stuff.
looking at the moon for answers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
'Cause I was like, I'm fucked.
Another
Look at
line
the
that I
moon.
remember was you came out and you go, do you ever just want to lay in bed all day and eat and not go anywhere? And
Yeah.
everybody's just sort of like,
I was just trying to. I think that I just wanted to be real, which is something that I'm trying to work on. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
yeah.
yeah, you have to be able to transform it and turn it into like something that's fun. But I just wanted to use it to just be like how I felt.
Are you an actor?
Kind of, but I've mostly
studying
been
acting?
doing stand-up. I did.
Studying improv?
I took improv.
Well, here's why you study improv and never stop. Because at the end of your creative career, you'll be defined by one of two things: how well you improvised or how well you plagiarized, and there's no third option. And it's, do you want to be known for distinctly unique material like this set forever? It's the muscle that makes that is the thing that turns into a Schwarzenegger, not a pure mass strength from working on improv until you trust, like doing a set list. Set list the game, the improvised
Yeah, I
stand-up.
watched that.
Yeah,
That looks that's
it's
so fun to
trusting
watch.
that place that will write and direct at the speed of light in your head, and it just speeds everything up.
Yeah.
For someone like you, it's a shortcut because you already have the other part out of the way. You kind of know who you are way too early, so you got it. That part's in place.
It's funny you say that because that's definitely the standout thing with her. That
Just instant castable.
Yeah.
You figure it out right
Yeah.
away. I see where she is on the show. I see you instantly where you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sarah Weinshank, everybody.
Good job,
She's on
Sarah.
Twitter at Princess Shank, closing us out with a big bang. Awesome set. Lucas Hurl was our Patriot tonight, everybody. He's on Twitter at Lucas Hurl. Is that correct?
The Duke of Pearl.
The Duke of Hurl. That's HIRL, all one word, the Duke of Hurl. Josh Martin took a beating tonight. He's at Josh Martin Comic. Susie Placenzia, social media. Look out. Follow Kill Tony Pod. That's a new thing.
Yeah, Kill Tony Pod on Twitter.
And Rick Overton, it was such a pleasure getting to work with you on this. This was so much fun. You were absolutely hilarious. Pauly Shore. Is there anything else you guys want to plug? Rick Overton, spelled just like that on Twitter. Pauly M.
Just
Shore.
at Pauly Shore.
At Pauly Shore.
And I got a fun interview with Pauly. It's coming out of my podcast called Overview on iTunes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Check that out. Overview.
Thank you,
Rick
guys.
Overton and Pauly Shore. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Pauly. That's
Bye.
Kill Tony, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out. We'll see you next time.
Stay tuned for the world famous Ding Dong Show.
And today